Welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Fountain, Colorado. My name is Chris Capper, and today we're going to be looking at the brand new 2025 Newmar Mountain Aire 3823. This is a complete redesign, so I'm really excited to show you what we've got. We have 4 slides on this. This is on the Spartan K3 engine, the Cummins X12 with 525 horsepower, 11.9 liter displacement, 695 foot-pounds of torque. And what's really cool with the 2025 Mountain Aires is disc brakes are standard on all wheels. So pretty cool right here. We're gonna start with these nice chrome mirrors right here. You have side view, high definition side view cameras. I do have the generator running right now, so please excuse that. We have the optional blind spot detection right here. So you're gonna see that throughout the coach. There's 3 sensors on this side, 3 sensors on the other. Right up here is our little flag holder, so you can put a little flag out there, whether it's the Stars and Stripes or welcome to our campsite. Nice bonded windshield right here. Looking at the front, I just want you to get a good view of this. This is a new design right here. They got new front cap, new rear cap right here. That's an automotive bonded windshield right there. This is our mobile eye right here, so that's going to look to see everything in front of you for your passive steer, etc. And then new lighting design as well. She just looks so sharp. So proud that we sell Newmar here. My favorite coach. So you have a keyless entry right here with a doorbell. So you can just put your code in there and get in or out. You don't have to have your keys with you. It's also a push button start you'll see inside. We've got these absolutely massive Michelin 22.5-inch tires, so 365 by 70s. It's the Michelin XZA. Newmar puts the absolute largest tires on all of their coaches, whatever spot they're in. We got this Alcoa Durabrite aluminum rims right here, which are super easy to keep nice and shiny throughout the life of your coach. Dual fuel. You can fill up your tank on either side of this right here with that diesel. And I've got all the lights on so you can see how nice this is. There's a protective piece of steel in there, so if you ever did have a catastrophic loss of tire pressure in the front, you wouldn't have to worry about that breaking that diesel line there. So Newmar's just thought of just about everything. I've got a nice, if you look up here, of course we're using frameless windows right here. These are bonded, non-ventilated windows underneath these nice awnings right here, which I just extended out. Nice fabric right here, and you'll notice that this fabric is stitched going up and down, and what that means for you, and that's on our Nova awnings above this as well. What that means is that it just provides a path for that water to drip down, so that's going to last you for years and years to come. We have our door awning there, which is lit. We've got these awnings right here, window awnings, and then these beautiful Girard 2 awnings right here. And I can control these with the flick of a button. So I want to turn those lights on or off, or if I just want to bring them all in, right there. So you notice they're all going back in. So, but I probably should keep those out just because it is starting to rain. So let's change my mind, let's get those out. All right, so I can do all that with the remote, super easy. So every single compartment between our axles right here are going to be insulated and heated. We have an Oasis Chinook 50,000 BTU dual loop hydraulic heater in there that keeps this bay warm. It keeps the inside of the coach warm, and it keeps your water nice and hot. So here I have this huge Dometic. This pulls out all the way. The key is this pulls out so far, so even when your slide's out, you can still access this. You can get this down to -degree temperatures, or if you just want to keep it at 50 degrees and keep your beer, wine cool, you can do that pretty easy. This slides right back in. I hear that wind's coming up, so That's not good. So, right here, we've got two. Let me just get this. Those are pulling back in. So I've got two of these. That is, I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now, that is pretty amazing. That was probably a 30-mile-an-hour wind gust, and those are pulling right back in right now. I really thought that those were done. So any other coach, it probably would have been pretty phenomenal. So this right here is a power. So I can put these slide out trays in and out with power. Now, you'll notice what we have here. I've got my road vac whole house vacuum system, and I can vacuum anything on the inside underneath this coach or on the outside of this coach right here. So meaning under in the bays, any of that. You could either bring your car up and do it. So I've got some spare ceramic porcelain tiles right there. These are in case there's ever an issue with a slide, you can use that. And if there's ever an issue getting one of your awnings in, you can use that right there. So Newmar is just basically taking care of you. This is a modified star foundation. So you'll notice that you can see the star foundation over here. So let me bring this in for you real quick. And if you're just looking right at that edge where that truss system's built in, so we've had to change the rails right. This comes all the way out here, and what that does is it gives you the structural weight down below your rails. And so that's going to give you a much better driving experience. That with the comfort drive, and oh my gosh! So I just pulled this out of the wash bay, right, to make sure she was all pretty for you. And there was a fifth wheel behind me. Because of this is on the Spartan K3 chassis. We've got this steering wheel, steering axle right here, and what that was able to do, I pulled straight out of that wash bay. Crank that wheel, I was able to pull that into a parking space and pull forward. I can't tell you how nice it is to be on a 38-foot chassis, a 38-foot 11-inch coach, and be able to turn the way you can. I don't think I've ever experienced anything like that before. So the way these turn with that steerable tag axle really just beats everything out there. So now some people ask me, why would you want a TV? Well, I always say in the South, there's two religions. There's the church that you go to, or synagogue, or wherever your preference is, and then there's college football. So if you want to watch your college football team during college football season, there you go. You can watch that. And right behind that, in this insulated bay, is going to be your water. So your potable water's there. It's going to be nice and heated. You'll notice right here, blind spot detection, Alcoa aluminum wheels here. Here's your diesel exhaust fluid, so you can fill that up right here. And moving just behind that, got our two chassis batteries right here. And being that this is a Spartan chassis, of course you'd recognize the service bay. It is super easy to access to get to the pieces that you need. So a lot of us have seen what these look like, but man, I'm just so proud of our engineering, American engineering right here. This is that Cummins X12 chassis, 525 horsepower engine. Guess what? This is super easy for your mechanic to be able to access. And if there's anything that they can access from here, they can actually access that from the inside. So I'll show you that when we get there. We've got our engine block heater plugged in right here, and there is a spare light here. So that way, if you need to check your oil or do any of your basic stuff, you can do so right here. This is that Oasis, a little wet. That's that Oasis fluid right here, so you want to keep that in the right condition. So let me turn this light back off, shut this, and now we can admire this brand new Mountain Aire rear fiberglass face system. that with the masterpiece finish. Speaking of which, I don't think I even talked about that. So this right here has got the Thundercloud graphics, which masterpiece finish on the BASF with the industrial engineering. Inside we're going to have the Halstead decor and the sable maple, which is going to be inside. All right, side radiator right here, which is why you could access everything so easily in there. Here's your other diesel exhaust fluid that you can put in on either side, so no matter where you're at. Same thing with your diesel, you can fill that up on either side. So here you got a place to keep your extra sewer hose. Why did I say extra? Well, I'll show you that right here. We have a Thetford Santicon macerator system. So that right there is going to just blend everything and make sure you can get it out of there. You can take that up to 200 feet with a hose attachment away from your coach. So if you're staying with your kids or with your grandparents or whatever, wherever you fit in there, you can actually get that into a septic system up to 200 feet from the actual unit. If for something were to ever happen with this, and hey, we know we're RVers, things happen once in a while. Newmar right here has given you the capability of taking your sewer hose that you keep stored in there, and you can still do a gravity drain system on here if necessary. So looking at this newly designed bay right here, wet bay, you have a little place for your paper towels. I've got a gray tank rinse and a black tank rinse, because gray tanks, we know, can get a little stinky too. We take showers, you have hair go down there, dirt goes down there, bacteria can build up, so you can rinse that or your black tank. Here's the little switch for the RV Santicon. I've got a small little display right here, which is a touch display. I can come on here and look to see how I want to set everything up. So I can turn on my lights if I want. I can turn my generator, do my gen set here. I can look at my tank levels. And I can also turn my water pump on, autofill on. I can do all that electronically right here. Here's all my hot and cold drains. If I want to do it manually, I can do it here. And then power cord hose reel. And that tucks in right there, and that minimizes the chance of any critters getting in here. So really nice setup right here. There's your whole house water filter. Newmar's done a great job here. And you'll notice how this right here will come in and then come up. 50-foot power cord reel. And then we have our automatic transfer switch right there, and that has a surge guard built into it. Trying to hurry up here because it's starting to rain. Our Oasis Chinook, this is a 50K dual loop system right here. So it's going to keep you warm inside in the bays, and it's going to keep your water nice and hot. And holy cow, look at this. Absolutely massive amount of batteries right here. So we have two 3,000 watt inverters on this right here, and absolutely huge battery right here. So what's cool about this is I can run my generator without using, I can run my front air conditioner without using my generator. That's where you fill the diesel on the driver's side. So this is how I put the generator out. It's on an HWH, just like our slide outs and our leveling jacks. So looking in here, I'll make this quick. 10K Cummins own-in generator. We've got a hot water line from the Oasis, so if you've got a lot of bugs on your system, your front windshield, you can easily get that off. You got your air horns right here, and I'm gonna shut that up and get in because it's starting to get nasty out here, folks. So thank you for bearing with us, but we're gonna head in real quick. Sorry I had to rush this. I'm really thankful that those Girard awnings worked out well. That's what I call some fun. What do you think? If you don't mind, I'm gonna take off my jacket here, pull a little bit of a Mr. Rogers, and then So I'd like you just to look, actually, you know what, I'm gonna pull these up so I don't have any awnings down. But if you just want to look down and see how much space you have available there, and then I'm going to walk, you can see me walking through there. I'm going to start with opening the rear and then come up and open this. Super easy. Thank you for bearing with me. I just want to get these window awnings up so I don't have any more issues with that those crazy gusts of wind. All right, so while we're doing that, I can also put these two out. So I'm putting the two rear slide outs out, and then I'm going to come back while we're getting a little video of this. I'm going to come back and put those other two out as well. Nice and quiet. The fast one is a little noisier. The rear one, this one's slower, but it's quiet. So I'll let you kind of look at this right here. Nice, nicely lit, full closet with a shoe. And then we have our Splendide. I'm going to open these two front ones, two front slide outs. So what that is designed for is that you can put your clothes up there, as many clothes as you can fit in there, which is quite a bit actually. And then on top of that, you could probably put some boxes of stuff down below that. If you look just to the left of that, there's going to be two Splendide washer and dryer. That is on 110 volt, so that way you can stay fresh when you're camping, and everything is going to work out great for you. What's really neat now that I'm back, thank you guys for bearing with us. We're having some technical difficulties thanks to the weather. I absolutely love this new redesign from Newmar. So as I mentioned earlier, but I just want to say it again, this is the Sable Maple High Gloss Hard. So this is hardwood maple, first and foremost. This is the Sable, which is the darkest color that they have. It's absolutely beautiful. They have all this is newly redesigned. So these right here, these lights are newly redesigned. They got a nice little crackle feature right here. And then they have that drill that came up there just to give that nice cool, soft glow. Corian throughout in this Corian. And I'll show you more of that in the kitchen where it's a little easier to see. But that Corian's got a nice little sparkle in it and just a couple of different colors just to break that up. In here, so they have, this kind of reminds me of what they're doing with the King Aire and the Essex with this kind of modern hardwood. Now you can choose the traditional one as well, but this right here, I just love how that's nice bevels in there. It's just so beautiful. You have a GFCI outlet in there, and you have little places if you need to put your CPAP, they'll come straight down through here. We have a spot right here where I can turn my speakers on and on back here. So if I'm listening, let's just say maybe I just want to listen to some nice, light, romantic music. You can just have them just back here turned on. I can adjust the lights. There's a touch panel right there, so I can adjust the lights. I can dim those, turn those down. Just have the ambient lighting on. And this is a brand new design. So you've got these little LED lights that come straight down. And then you also have this piece. So this is the way Newmar designs everything. So these are very strong magnets. There's a little safety loop right here. You can see this is where the outflow is, and this is where the air intake is. So if I want to clean this, I just, it's a little hard with the camera right there, but I just pull this out, take this into the sink, spray that in there, and then put it back in and clip it right back in there. And there you go. So I've got 4 there. I've probably got 4 or 8 in there. And then to put this up, boop, boop, there you go. That's it. why does Newmar do that? Well, first and foremost, it's super easy to clean. We're not camping in a travel trailer, right? So we really shouldn't have to see the vents like you would in a travel trailer. So they have this hand cut piece right here that is designed by Newmar. It is glossed with that dark sable maple, real maple multi-ply right there. And it's all down the center of your coach. So when your slides are in, you are cooling the center of the coach and not the top of your slide. Also, that actually creates a better convection current because it's going down and back in. So it's sucking in the warmer air into the air conditioner where it should. So if you want to look on right here, we have a nice mirror. So on this, and I'm going to just break in front of that camera so you can see this is a very heavy door. So I can shut this door right here, and that's going to give you the privacy that you need and that you deserve if you do have any guests here, or maybe you just didn't feel like making your bed in the morning, right? We're camping. Maybe you just had to get up and do something. You woke up a little bit late, and you don't want everybody to see that you didn't make up your bed. That's how you do work with that. So this TV is kind of hidden, right? It actually matches this high gloss sable maple right here. This is I believe it's a 43-inch Samsung. It is a Samsung 4K television right here. And we have our audio visual compartment. So Newmar did move the switch to the awning. It used to be here. Now it's here to that window awning. It took me a couple minutes to find that today. But here you can actually hook up your Blu-ray DVD. You can hook it up to a satellite if you get a satellite installed. This is where you put that. And this is just like all the cabinets, is that felt carpet right there, which is going to minimize vibration and movement in there while you're driving. So again, they also upgraded all the hardware. So these are all new hardware pieces. So you got your small little sock drawers and underwear drawers right there, soft soft closed drawers, which is really nice to have. And then we have these just deep drawers right here. And these are all finished wood. Like, that's all real wood right here. We're not dealing with like some stuff that you'll find on like Temu or something like that. And then we have long drawers here. So not quite as deep, but they're definitely longer. So I think you can see that between the closet, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 drawers that we have, there's plenty of storage space for you. We've got all this cabinet space above here. We've got these small cabinets down here. And inside that, guess what? We have another 110 outlet with a USB, 2 USB connectors in there. So you can hook up your USB into that. You can bring your USB straight through that little top compartment that is not shutting by the door, and just lay your phone right there and have your phone charged in the evening while you're sleeping. And if you're like me, your phone probably at a minimum is your alarm. Mine also tracks my sleep quality as well. So here we have additional storage. Guess what? We're looking at nice wood right here. This is solid stuff here, multi-ply wood. Then we have about 22 inches of additional, and this is all taped up, but that it will go on your table to extend that so you can seat 4 people on that Eurobooth dinette. And this is a nice king bed, plush top mattress, very comfortable there. All Mountain Aires for 2025 come with a king bed. So that's pretty cool. If you see these, I've had people ask me, what are these? These are your temperature sensors. They're located throughout the coach. So that's what those are for. All right, so I'm gonna switch spots with you, brother. So coming here, I just want you to see this. Absolutely massive storage pantry. So here you have places to put whatever you want on there. These are all adjustable shelving right here. And then these right here are finished, fully finished, so nice wood all around. These are adjustable, so you can adjust them up or down and slide out, so you can access everything in the very rear corners as you can in the front, just as easy. Now to get these to come out, they're locked, and the reason they're locked is because when you're driving, you don't want that to fly out, hit this open, and have all your canned goods, right, or your jars of pickles coming out. So here, push that comes out, and then just in case you forgot to do it, what has Newmar done? When you know the difference, that's their tagline, they put a little protective rubber piece there. So, or maybe it's silicone. But that's just in case you forgot to push it in all the way. You're not going to be messing this up. So down here we have a place that you can, again, these are adjustable as well, so you can take these out, but I can put different things. So if I wanted to put, let's say, a coffee maker in there and I wanted to store that, I could probably take these two out, and then I can store my cutting boards in here. But this just gives you the capability of using this space how you see fit. So maybe you just want to take this one out right here and you have something that fits perfectly in there, and you put your cutting boards on each side of that. And then this just slides right back in there. Very simple. You might put a bag of rice in there. You might put your pasta. Possibilities never end, right? So here we've got ice maker down there. Lots of space in here for your frozen goods. You can get your water directly out of here. You can set your freezer temp. There's an air filter and a water filter, and it will measure how much time the air filter has been used and how much water goes through that. I can set my fridge and freezer temps. So in here, this is the water filter. So we have a whole house water filter, and you want to use like a medium one, so that way you have a good water flow for your coach. But you want to use this right here, so this comes with it. And you're going to replace that probably every 6 months if you're like me and my wife. It's about 6 months that we use this in our home refrigerator. So it just pops right in there. And then I'm not going to engage it, but you pop that in there, close that, and then that starts it. Your air filter is right there, so that way you don't get that kind of like gunky smell in your refrigerator. And your air filter stuff is right in here. So, and that's what pops in there. Plenty of storage right here, so these are temperature controlled. So I can have this, if I want this a little bit colder, here's my piece right here, so that'll just let more air from the freezer up. And then here I've got my humidity controls. So that, let's say I want high humidity on that, because I have fruits and vegetables in there. And then plenty of space, storage for your doors right here. This is just almost the size of my home refrigerator. More storage up there. So, like, not a bad place to put a loaf of bread or some other things up there. And then we're going to keep this in the kitchen, and then I'm going to come back to this refrigerator, or not to the refrigerator, but to the bathroom. So this is a residential microwave. How do I know that? Because this is the exact same microwave that I have at my house. So you can, I don't have my thing on, but anyway, so this will have a plug, here it is, right here. So if you're an RVer, you gotta realize, you gotta figure out how to troubleshoot things. So you can have your light on right there. This fan has, I think, 6 settings. It works pretty fast. 2, 3. What I really love about this, besides all the space in it that gives you, I think this is 1 cubic or 1.2 cubic feet right here, but this has an air fryer capability. I love to do air frying on this right here. So I can do, it's got convection bake, convection roast, you can AccuPop popcorn, air fryer right here. You can has a grill attachment. It has a steam clean and steam simmer on that, which is pretty sweet. So you can turn your turntable off, which you're going to want to use for some of those settings right here. I'm not going to get into too much more detail, but this is a quality Whirlpool residential microwave oven that does convection baking, convection roasting, steam and air grilling and air frying. So we were talking a little bit about this nice Corian, right? So if you can kind of get a good look at this right here, you have little flex in there to kind of break that up. It's got just just beautiful. I love this scheme right here. And as we're looking at that, we've got, take this part here off. I've got 2 cutting boards right there, so my wife and I can both cut. I guarantee you she's going to give me the scallops, the onions, and the shallots to cut, and she'll do the rest of it. I'll also be doing the peppers. This right here, man, I haven't heard a lot of people doing it, but you can take this out and grill or cook outside with this. So let's say you just caught some fresh trout and your wife is saying, nope, I don't want that smelling in here. I'll eat it with you, but I don't want to smell it cooking. So you can just take this outside, plug it in to one of the compartment bay outlets, and cook up your heart's content. We did have option in this huge window right here. And you've got your day shade and your night shades. This right here is new. So this is actual tile right here, grouted tile in there. Just looks beautiful. Underneath here, this right here just has, and you're probably going to use this not for your remotes and all this stuff. You're going to use this for your silverware and your cookware utensils, right? So these are going to be to access different pieces. This is that flagpole bracket I talked about. It sits in there flat like this, and you put your flagpole right in there. So those are pretty neat. I really like that. I would definitely option that in on my coach. No questions asked. So like I showed you earlier, and thank gosh I had that remote control when those 20, 30, 40 mile an hour wind gusts hit. I was able to get those awnings in with the control in my pocket. So there are lots of remotes in here for a lot of those different things. This right here is a PayCal microwave. So it looks like someone's got it locked. I'm gonna hold that down, get that unlocked. And then that is not unlocking for me. Sorry about that, guys. But anyway, this right here is an industry leading dishwasher. There we go. So when you're looking at some of the highest end homes in the world, they're going to use Fisher PayCal or PayCal. I've heard it pronounced different ways. Very efficient way using minimal water are these drawer-based dishwasher systems right here. So you can just put everything in there. If you've got wine glasses or stemware, you can put them right there. You can set this up for yourselves, and then silverware can go right in there. So really nice system right here. And then as you can just, when you turn that off, then that'll lock it in. So that way when you're driving, it doesn't open up. And then that right there, the lock is the child-proof setting, which almost kept me out of it just now. Lots of nice drawers right here. So you have plenty of drawers right here. These are your color-coded paint. So you can see all the paint has different colors. You've got it listed there. We also have it listed on one of the cabinet drawers here. So these are all soft close. If I had the heat on, you'd have some warm air coming out there. Kind of a deep one. So this is really good for some of your like pasta strainers or spatulas. If you don't fit them in there, you can do that. Or if you want for your scrubby things for your dishes here. So I have almost the same exact piece in my house. So this is really nice. Comes out, it's got a flow and a spray right here, and that just pulls right back in there. You have hot and cold. And then this is a brand new, absolutely massive. I mean, you could wash a small dog in that. I'm not kidding. Yeah, that's huge. So beautiful brushed interior. Got a little bit of a lip right here, so I can have a little bit more water in here, washing things, putting stuff there. These, I've got a little pull-out drawer here, and then right here I have the trash can. All right. So let's go check out the bathroom. So this is our emergency egress door. So in case you wanted to exit in an emergency, there's a little telescoping ladder back there that you can deploy. Most of the time you're just going to be using this to load up your kitchen and your bathroom, maybe your bedroom, without having to walk through the entirety of your coach. Not that this is a long floor plan. Lots of storage space in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different shelves in 3 different cabinets. So, and then let me get this open for you too. And so you can see it's nice and lit down there. That's where our toilet paper goes. And that light turned off as soon as I closed that. We've got massive, you can see that, and I have a massive medicine cabinet. Each shelf is felt carpet lined. There's a GFCI outlet in there, so you can keep your hair dryer, curling iron, whatever you're using in there, hair straightener, plugged in. And then these look great. So you got these nice mirrors right here that are lit from the sides. Brand new bowls. So this is a brand new feature. So this is a new design. Everything you're seeing is new design. New hardware in here. New tiling back here. These are nice sunken bowls. So, man, you could, I like to use my double-edged safety razor. I use that at home. You could lather up, use this right here, and get your shave on, and it's all the space you need. This is a suite, and I'm not going to get in there because it's a little tight for the camera too. So, but I've got two showers. One of them is easy to get from underbits. The other one's like a rain shower coming down. I've got a nice teak seat. If I want to sit down, I can do that. And they have this new nice drain in there. This is a new tile shower for 2025, brand new design. And of course we have the aquamizer, which is that recirculating bit. So you just turn that over there. That'll recirculate that hot water through, or that water through, until it gets hot. And then that'll go from blue to red. You'll know it's ready to go. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're plugged into the city water, you don't wanna use that, because that will fill up your potable water tank. If you're sitting there and you're plugged in with any of your Newmar diesel pushers, and you're wondering why your water tank's overflowing or anything like that, it's probably because you left that on. So you only want to run that for a short time, and usually use that when you're dry camping. So normally if you're at a city where you're connected to city water, you can actually just let that rain down on you. So we have multiple of these fans in here. You'll notice that they're just nice and covered. This is made in Newmar. Nice wood all throughout. They've siliconed it around there. This is your RainMax Dometic fan right here, and that is totally controllable by the touchscreen next to the door. And it does have a rain sensor in there. I would recommend when you buy this coach, have our service team install the covers for that. So that way, whether it's raining or not, you can go ahead and exhaust any of those fumes out of there, whether it's fumes you made or fumes that the shower made. And I'm not gonna have you look at it again, but there is a nice handle right here to hold on to when you're getting in and out of the shower. So that is a handicapped or bar right there. But even us regular people like to use those things, especially when we're getting older. Same exact fan right here. So that's going to help get your exhaust out. You can control that right here. So this is our Silverleaf system. It's a great system right here. This is the home. And the first thing I'm going to do is go to my shades into my kitchen and put these down right here. Put all these down, and while that's happening, there we go, and And the main reason I'm shutting those is because with all the glare, it's really hard to see what's going on. So coming back, this is my home screen. I can see all my tank levels. That's going to go up by, I think it's by 5% increments, so you can see exactly where you're at. I can see where my house battery is, my chassis battery is. I'm at 100%. Those are bridged. Genset, shore. So if I'm on shore power, it's going to show me that. I've got 2 legs here, each getting about 21 amps, 120 volts. So AC power is going to give you a little bit more information. I can see where I can turn my inverters on or off here. What's really cool is I can come here to coach mode, right? Which is what I did before I started this video. I did outdoor unplugged and then I hit activate, right? So it shows that's activated. But if I am outdoor plugged in, I can hit that and activated, and that's gonna set this up exactly for the way you want it to be. So you don't have to be an expert on this. It just makes it super easy. So moving here, I can see my lithium ion batteries. They're on the absorb charge mode right now. It shows me the temperature that they're operating at, that they're both 100% charged, and my charging settings right here. This is my generator. I can turn it off from here. I can set my AGS settings on battery, chassis, living room, or bedroom. That's for the temperature. My water, here's my tanks. I can turn my water pumps on or off. I can set that autofill or just top it off right there. And then for climate, pretty cool. So I can have just everything, the entire, all zones set to, like right now I've got it set to 71 degrees. If I just want to set one of them and I want this one to be a little bit lower, I can turn, I'm sorry, I have it set for 68, but it's currently at 71. I can force it on high. I can also go to my heat settings and turn it on heat if I want. Don't really want that right now. What's neat about this right here is that you can just have everything the same. I can go to my Oasis system. So the Oasis is that Chinook Oasis. It's a hydronic heater. It also does your hot water system. I can have I have my diesel burner, and then I have my electrical ones as well. So I can turn both of these on right now. So I have 2 my electrical pieces in there heating that up, and then I can turn my burner on as well. So I don't really want those on, so I'm going to turn all those off right now. So guess what we also have? We also have floor heat. I've got 3 zones, so I can turn these on. So store, so in storage mode, if you're storing this inside your garage, and you just want to keep that on a very low temperature so it doesn't get too cold, you can just have those on there. But you can take this all the way up to a setting of 10, which is going to get that pretty hot. So that's going to be on your floor from the front cab all the way to the rear, including the bathroom. It's just not going to be on your slides. So my lights right here, I can turn that on or off. And then what's really neat, like I talked about my fans, I can turn them on or off here. My lights, this is a new setup. So I can actually see very easily what is on, what is not. I can do all lights on, all lights off. I can do courtesy on, interior, exterior, passenger and driver side security, all pretty good. Feel that heat a little bit. So that was just me touching that for a second. That Oasis diesel burner came on and it hit that heat on. So just to make sure we are on cool for all zones. There we go. Boom. All right, cool. So let's move forward. So more storage space in here. Little pull-out drawer right there. And another one here. That's going to be all the manuals for your coach right here. This right here, Newmar Country Club, I definitely recommend looking them up. So you can join that. That's a Newmar owners group. They're going to be meeting in Pueblo at the end of July, beginning of August 2024. That's going to be at the Pueblo Fairgrounds. We're going to have this coach and many others there, unless somebody buys it first, to show off all of Newmar's new stuff. So pretty neat stuff. We have a nice smoke mirror right here, so it's not super bright, but it does extend that space a little bit. Lots of space in here for your cabinets. And then here we have a 50-inch 4K TV underneath that televator and a Bose 900 soundbar with a Bose 500 subwoofer. And I'm going to come right here, click this on, and go to, is it not system? Yeah, TV lift up. Boop. And you'll see that TV lift coming up right now. And that is our nice 4K television system. So, a couple things that this has on here. This has a Starlink internet system. We actually installed Starlink on here, had Newmar install Starlink on there for you. We also have a universal toll module, so you can drive all over the country. It's going to have the universal toll module for you, and you can have internet wherever you're going. I prefer to stream my shows instead of having it on satellite or cable, so that's what I do. When I was showing you the lithium back there, I talked about the two 3,000 watt inverters. We also have, it's a 200 or 640 amp hours that you have on that. So there's a big feature that is down on the Mountain Aire today. And what this is, do you see this right here? This is not ultra leather. This is not synthetic. This is actually real leather. This is something that used to only be able to get on the King Aire back in the day. So I'm going to cut in front here. So I used to be able to only get that on the King Aire, and now you can get that down on the Mountain Aire as well. So we've also got this nice and new sable maple fascia that goes around here. Just looks really sharp. And there is some light coming behind there, so when it's dark, you can have that, you'll see that light coming through there. I can sit down here, listen to my movies that I want to watch. I do like to watch movies, so I've got a good sound system with a subwoofer. A subwoofer makes all the difference, guys. I'm telling you right now, when you have that subwoofer going, you can actually feel like you're in the movie. So you've got this nice leather couch right here. Nice leather love seat right here. We have leather chairs up here too in the cab. So let's look at this right here. So this is, I mentioned earlier, it's on the Spartan chassis. So there's a few changes on this right here. If you want to look at the headrest, they have headrests that will move, and so you can get these headrests the way you want them at. So you just match it up with your head, and this is really great when you're turned around on these chairs and facing in there, and you can get the footrest kicked out. You can get it relaxed back, get the headrest where you want it. But while you're driving here down the road, we've got our comfort steer, comfort drive. So there we go, start that Spartan up. I talked about earlier pulling out of that wash bay, right? So these are my camera controls. So right here, I can get that on 360. So I've got the 360 view. Now I do have my, slide outs out, so it looks a little weird. But with that, I could look in my mirrors, make sure I'm going out straight. I could look in here, make sure I'm pulling out straight. It gives me kind of like a God's eye view of what I'm doing. And then as if I had this in reverse, and then I can turn that anywhere I wanted. And I have multiple different camera angles that I can look at. So even in the God's eye mode, I can still see where this is going. And notice, like, I'm turning this with a finger and I'm parked. I don't know too many motorhomes you can do that in. And then it's gonna work at resetting itself to true zero. And that's that comfort drive right there. So I was able to back that out, back it into a space. I had a Jeep to the left of me and I had a curb to the right of me, and I was able to back it right in there and pull out. It was super easy. There we go. So With this right here, this is a phone charging area right here. I can mess with my lights right here. So for the most part, you're just going to keep that in automatic. Have my automatic is going to hit my high beams on when necessary. These are my fog lights here. Dome light here. Obviously, I'm not going to be driving with that. Auto high beams right there. I can brighten or dim here. Automatic traction control override. So I can hit that here. This is my window to open up if I need to pay a toll, but we have that universal toll module, so I don't need to do that. Have my air horns here. So if I want to really let them know, you got it, right? Normally I'm just going to have that one. All right, so this is super easy to access. So I can hit my home buttons right here, and I can scroll through my different dash elements. So this is showing me what my current wheels are. Tire pressure right there, so I can see what that is. Adaptive cruise control is long. So you can get into the settings and change it to be shorter, but when I'm driving a diesel pusher, I want it to be long. And I'm just cycling through all this right here. I'm not going to bore you with all that, but my point on this right here is that the goal is to make this easy, right? Easy for you. So there is a piece up here, it's pretty cool. Air leveling, so you can actually air level this. We do have the HWH hydraulic jacks as well right here, so you can do both. But you know where the air leveling is really a good idea to have? If you have, let me make sure, so just want to make sure brakes were on. So if you have a steep driveway that you need to pull into, or you're just pulling up somewhere steep, you can actually pop up the rear of this coach about 3 to 4 inches on a Spartan chassis using your air leveling system. So you can look up in the manuals how to do that, but it's not too difficult, and it's all pretty cool. So anyway, at the end of the day, we're on the Spartan chassis, 525 horsepower. We have the brand new Newmar 2025 Mountain Aire 3823. We're at Transwest Truck Trailer RV, which is in Fountain, Colorado, off of I-25, exit 128. We're about a quarter mile west. My name is Chris Capper. My telephone number is 813-333-2988. I would like to thank you for stopping by and experiencing that absolute massive storm that hit us, and seeing how great those awnings were able to take care of that. And stop in, see us here at the dealership. Visit the country club at the end of July, or beginning of last week of July, first week of August, at the Newmar Country Club Rally at Pueblo Convention Center, or Fairgrounds actually. So thank you for joining me. Have a great day.